Okay, everyone, the moment you are waiting for. Today we are taking the accurate Omegaverse quiz, 100% guaranteed. For years now, people have been denying my alpha lion, well, I'm not going to say lioness, because that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm like an alpha lion. I'm like an alpha lion. And I'm going to prove that today. I'm going to be taking the accurate Omegaverse quiz, which basically tells you whether you're a beta or an alpha or a sigma or a skibbity rizza or whatever it is. So... and I'm actually going to be honest about it. So the first question is, what's your ideal partner? Wow, I've heard this test takes quite a long time, so be careful. YouTube, he's wacky today. Bro's going to be a beta for sure. Well, that's outrageous, because we all know that's not true. My ideal partner would be... is it just like one? Am I only allowed to pick one answer? My ideal partner, assertive, submissive, protective, cuddly, easily flustered, social, funny... motherly, obedient, tender, independent. Wow, I don't know. If I'm only allowed to pick one, that's crazy. Oh, okay, you can pick as many as you want. Okay. I would like my ideal partner to be... cuddly. Look, lions like to cuddle too. Like, what can I say? Everyone likes to cuddle, right? Independent? Yeah, I'm down for that. Tender, motherly. I mean, this feels... no judgment here. No judgment here. that seems an interesting one to look for in a partner. I don't know. Motherly towards your offspring, sure, but not towards me. That'd be a bit weird for me personally. Assertive, yeah. I mean, like, oh, okay, this test is ridiculous because it's already, I know it's going to try and paint me out as a beta. There's nothing wrong with wanting my partner to be protective of me and wanting to be protective of them. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't need to explain. I definitely don't, like, think, oh, I really hope that my partner will be submissive. That's not, like... I almost would be of the opinion that if my partner was really submissive, I'd feel like they couldn't. And I don't think this is actually true. But I feel like if my partner was submissive around me, they'd almost feel like they couldn't voice their own opinion or be themselves or say what they want to say and stuff. And I don't really like the idea of that. I'm not saying that's exactly what a submissive partner would be. It's not that simple, but I just don't really like that. How do I? Wait! Oh my god! Why does it say next on only one of them? Do you actually only have to pick one? It's for all of them. Okay. I won't take this long on every single question, I promise. I'm warming up, I'm getting used to it. This is very, you gotta think, there's like 1 million people watching this right now, let alone the millions that are gonna watch it on YouTube. I have to explain myself a little bit, you know? I'm being very open and honest here. Where would I like to go on a first date? Oh, I would like oh, sugar, it's a single choice. Guys, we're going to be taking the alpha. Oh wait, the answers have changed. Funny, assertive, cuddly, protective, obedient. Why are they a child? Social? I mean, I don't really. Tender? Independent? Yeah. Okay. First date. Okay, well, I can only pick one answer for this. What would be my ideal first date? Nighttime hike? That sounds quite nice. Bowling? Clubbing? Absolutely not. Aquarium or zoo? Could we switch out for animal sanctuary rather than that? Their house, oh god, I'm gonna get beta, aren't I? Oh no, I'm getting beta, aren't I? 100%. I'm getting submissive, breedable beta. Their house, my house, movie and dinner, picnic date. There's a lot here that I'd like to do, but I do like the idea of a picnic date a lot. I like being outside. I like eating food outside. It's not something you get to do often in the UK, so I like a picnic date. That's an Omega. Wait, is Omega and beta the same thing? Oh, being a beta's great. Yeah, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it, guys. I'm just an alpha. It's fine. You'll see. You're doing a Kahoot with a group. and your partner. You're doing a Kahoot with a group and your partner. Do you let them win? What, my partner? Them winning is disrespectful to me. Absolutely. What does doing a Kahoot mean? It's just like playing a board game with like your friends? Because Kahoot is something that a lot of people do on stream, but I don't know what it is. It's like doing quizzes. Okay. So just like playing a game with like a group and your partner, do we let our partner win? I will kick their ass into next Tuesday. I'm an idiot. They'd win anyway. Absolutely. If it makes them happy, I will. That's a tricky one because I like the competitiveness, but also if I knew it was going to really upset them if I won, I would probably like not want to do it. That's, oh my God, that's a beta answer, isn't it? You asked someone out on a date. Do you pay? Wait, does that take me back? I'm going for kick their ass. I'm going for kick their ass. You ask someone out on a date. Do you pay? I grew up in a household where board games were incredibly competitive. Like my whole family are insane when we play board games. We're all hyper competitive, but it's so funny. So I probably would not be able to hold back on kicking their ass. Do I pay? I'm going to be honest, like, I do really like to pay on the first date. Or I really like to just pay whenever I see a friend or anyone. Like, I just like it. I just don't like the idea that it should be expected, I suppose. But I do like to pay, I'll be honest. How do you spend your free time? Reading fanfiction, writing, drawing, anything artistic, hands-on activities, being active, cooking, listening to music. Where's gaming? I think I like being active, but I also really like, I think I'm gonna go for like listening to music because I like to listen to music. Oh, I think I can pick more than one. I like artistic things. I like being active and I like listening to music. Do I like spending time with friends? Sometimes. When you play open world games, ooh, Minecraft, Terraria, Ark, what do you enjoy doing? Resource hoarding, building. I take other people's stuff for fun. PvP, farming, flower picking, pet collecting, mining, exploring. Mining, exploring, pet collecting, PvP, resource hoarding. I do enjoy building, but I can't pick all of them. And I know that these ones are my favorite things. I'm more of an explorer player, I think. Best question ever. What is your favorite color? Oh. Oh, that's actually really tricky because, like this is such a hard thing to answer because it depends on what the context is. Like, I like these types of, well, I like all these types of colors for different things. I really like the natural colors for sure. I like pastels. I definitely do like my blacks and grays if it's like clothes. Only one choice here, Wagger. And I also like warm colors. But if I'm being honest about my life and what's around me, and mainly my clothes, which is probably one of my biggest passions, it's unfortunately blacks and grays. They're not the colors that make me the happiest to look at, but clothes are my favorite, really. You find out your friends have a group chat excluding you. What do? Immediate violence? What friends? They ain't mine. Ignore it. People can do whatever they want. Talk about it with another friend group. I'm a little gossip. Cry and then cut them off. Talk it over with them. It's really, again, like the context is so important because I'm in loads of group chats for like random shit that like live on, you know? Like I might have gone on like a trip with friends like 3 years ago, and then for like that group of friends, we just use that to like chat or whatever now because it was that. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but this is like seems like it's purposefully excluding you, which would upset me, I think. So I'd probably just ask them about it. What website do you spend most of your time on? No Twitch representation? Well, It's Reddit then. I'm not gonna lie, I spend at least 2 hours a day on Reddit. It's absurd. It's just like get in bed, read Reddit for a couple hours. Pick your ideal superpower. Mind control, invisibility, shapeshifter, healing, super strength, pyrokinesis. Like, what is that? Being able to light fires? Talk to animals, immortality, time manipulation. Who made Koji take this quiz? Well, the first time I saw it was, Cyan made Jody do it on stream, and I watched a little bit of it, and it was really funny. But I remember when I was in, oh god, guys, like throwback, when Morning Lobby all first got to meet up, and we did a Friendsgiving in Vegas at Harfu's house. A load of us did this test back then, not on stream, and it was like it was a much more like sexually driven quiz about like who you are in the bedroom. But it was like we all had a good laugh about it. It was really, I don't know what the quiz was, but it was like really popular at the time, and we definitely had a good laugh about it, man. BDSM quiz, yeah, it might have been that actually. Jody was submissive Omega, or was it Sid? I don't remember. I only watched a little bit of it. I didn't watch all of it, to be honest. Hi Frozen Inferno. Hi Ivy, welcome in. Hi Coco. Hi Kieran. Okay, pick your ideal superpower. I don't like the idea of immortality. I'm going to be so honest. I don't, like, not to be like a doomer, but I wouldn't want to live forever. There's just no way. I can't even like bear the thought of like the constant turnover of like people you love coming and going and you just remain. I don't like the idea of that. That just feels really sad to me. I'm not into it. Definitely not like mind control. That's just not something I'd even want. Wait, but actually, if it was used for good, like, you could change the direction of the whole world. I could just tap into like a president right now. I'm not going to mention any in particular, but I could tap into one and like give the most amazing pro-progressive speech and change the whole direction of the world in one go. Like, that would be incredible. Wait, that'd be cool. Definitely, like, shapeshifter, don't care. Invisibility, I always like the idea of. I just always like being like a little fly on the wall. Shapeshifter, healing, super strength, pyrokinesis, talk to animals, time manipulation. It's talk to animals. I'm gonna be honest. It has to be talk to animals. If I could just say to Miso, why are you upset today? Why are you grumpy? And he could, or like, why aren't you eating? What's wrong with you? And I could speak to him. Imagine how many animals in the world I could help. Oh my god, that's my dream come true. That's how I know I need to just work with animals, man. I just want to be able to help animals as much as possible. Do you platonically flirt with your friends? Yeah, for sure. How do you handle stress? Violence, journal, art, take a walk, etc. Cry my feelings out, abuse others about it, vent to others, ignore it, it'll go away eventually. I just have to ignore it and it won't matter. Oh, guys. Oh. As a streamer, I would say that like I'm very open and I like definitely can say how I feel.
This is almost the lifespan of my pet snail.
Oh. But in general, like in my actual day-to-day life, I don't speak to people I know about anything. Not even my closest friends. I never tell them like anything. Which is really weird because I always say I'm like an uncomfortably open person. I just think I don't really like the idea of burdening other people with stuff. And I struggle with the idea that people just don't care. So unfortunately, if I'm being really honest, as much as I can vent on stream and talk about things and it really helps me so much. In my general life, I'm very, very bad. And I'll just be honest about it. Jelly Tree, thank you so much for the 2 years. I hope you're doing great. What's your pet snail called? You were constantly crying on stream too. Here we go. Is this a reference to the fact that people are spreading a rumor that I cried on my birthday because I didn't get enough subs? Because I didn't. That didn't happen. I didn't cry on my birthday because I didn't get enough subs. That is my favorite rumor I've ever heard about myself, though. Lisa, thank you so much for the 20 months. I really appreciate it. Welcome back. And OKJ, thank you so much for the 30 months. Welcome back. Thank you, guys. What's my role in a group project? I like to be in charge. I do whatever needs to be done. I do the bare minimum. Make sure everyone else does their shit. Group, nobody wants to group with me. LeMayo. Oh, I'm such a pick-me today as well. Jessica, I didn't cry on my birthday because I didn't get enough subs. I didn't cry on my birthday. I was actually very happy on my birthday. I spent my whole birthday, which I don't know why I just clicked. I was very happy. I spent my whole birthday with chat. I streamed for like 12 hours. It was great. I loved it. And I didn't cry. To be fair, like being in a group project, again, context is so important. Because if no one else was taking charge, I actually know I might not seem like the type, but I'd get to a point where I'd get frustrated and I'd be like, guys, can you do this and you do this and you do this? But that's only as like I've become more comfortable in myself and as an adult, I think. When I was a kid, I would have just like done whatever needed to be done. So I think, okay, whatever. Dogs or cats? I love them both so much. I'm not like all in on either. I guess I lean slightly more to dogs, but I grew up with both and I adore both, and I would love to have both in the long run when I have my own place. You answering these questions just reinforces your neurospiciness, and I love it. That's one thing though that I actually genuinely can talk about and be proud of. Because I think like before I knew I was neurodivergent, I felt so much guilt about all these things. And I'm not saying that my neurodivergence is just an excuse for everything I do and like any of my bad traits or anything like that, because that's not, I don't believe that. And I think that's not the greatest mentality to have about it. But it's very validating to understand a lot of things about myself and younger life. There was a both option. Yeah, but I do think if I had to like really lean one way, I would say I do slightly favor dogs, I suppose. But I love them both. You need to go out late at night to go to the store. It's pitch black and the streetlights are the only source of light. What you do? I simply won't go. Why the fuck am I going alone? Phone a friend. I'm scared. Yeah, I'm buff as fuck. Yeah, it's just a little dark. Make someone else go. Wait until the morning. Just a little dark, lol. Like, I don't know. I've lived in some very like rough places in my time, and there's definitely been times where I felt very uncomfortable going to the shop in the dark, I'll be honest, but I'd still go. I would still go. You're sitting in a class and your teacher is being frustrating. How do you handle it? My teacher is being frustrating. How do you handle it? Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I had this one teacher when I was a kid who was exceptionally mean to me all the time. And one time, I was sat on the floor and he kicked me. Not joking, he actually kicked me. And I stood up and I like went mad. I was like, are you fucking joking? Like, what are you doing? You can't do that. And I had to go to like the headmaster's office and my parents had to come in and they were like, do you want to like, file a complaint? I didn't. Because I felt like enough had been done and that would never ever happen again. But I was fucking pissed. I was fucking pissed. I was only a little boy. And I was a nervous little chap too, man. I was a nervous little guy. I find one thing I really hate about thinking back to my school life and childhood is that I got in trouble so much, but I never wanted to be naughty. And like getting in trouble made me really sad and anxious and upset. And I truly do believe most of the time I got in trouble was because of my ADHD. I do, because I just couldn't fucking concentrate. I couldn't focus. I couldn't be in the room, couldn't be present. And that led to me, yeah, that led to things. I'd actually confront it, I'm not gonna lie. Even though I hate confrontation and it's like the worst thing in the world to me, I would confront that. I don't think it's right. What is my favorite emoticon? Oh, wait, I really love, okay. Oh, shit. Is this multiple choice or not? No, okay. I really love this one. I've always been such a lover of this one. for as long as I've been on the internet. Genuinely just love this one. I do also really like the V smiley one. And I like it. I love a classic smiley face too. I love a classic smiley face. I actually prefer 7TV and like Twitch emotes, incredible, love them. But in terms of like phones, I prefer like no emotes really. I think like just the classics are better. I think my favorite, if I had to say, is actually probably this one, even though I don't use it the most. Which country would I move to? Romania? Why has that one got a wink? Why is that the only one with a wink? I guess the person that made this is Romanian. New Zealand, Germany, USA, Chad, Mongolia, England, Kenya, Mexico, France, Norway, Australia, Antarctica. I think if I had to move to one of these, and this actually sucks. I'm just going to say it. This sucks because my entire life I've always dreamed of living in California. I don't know why. It's just, I don't know if it was American movies, watching them growing up, but like, I told my parents I was going to go to college in America. Like, I always wanted to live in California. I remember when I went to Florida when I was 8 years old on my own because I was so excited to go to America. My grandparents lived there. So I flew alone, and obviously the airline, you know, helped look after me. But I was just so desperate to go to America. And I was like, I can't believe, I still look back and think, I can't believe I did that. Like, that's so out of character for me, but I just wanted to be in America so bad. But sadly, I just don't feel the same way about America anymore, the USA. I just don't. I don't feel it. Maybe in 5 years' time or something, but not right now. So I think, like, I don't know. Like, I think maybe like Australia or New Zealand. It would be great to live in France too. To be honest, it'd be great to live in a lot of these places. Like, I'd love to do like a year in France, a year in Mexico, a year in Kenya. Like, I'd love to do all of them. But if I had to pick one to live in, I'd probably pick Australia because it's near Bali. It's the nearest to Bali. Wait, there's a show all button? Ooh, wait, cool. Okay, wait, I actually think this will help me do it quicker, to be honest. Because I'll be able to see the next question already. What color is math? Oh, wait, shit. I wish I hadn't looked at the colors first, though. I wish I just read the question. What color is math? It's red, blue, and green. Fuck, I don't know which one it is exactly. It's red, blue, and green to me. What color is maths? Now I feel like I'm picturing the colors I've already read. What color is maths? I think it's red. I think it's red, but it's definitely red, blue, and green to me. Do I like Andrew Tate? Yeah, he's so cool. I think people can do what they want. Nah, bro, like, this is a problematic take on the world. I don't think this is a good take to have anymore. Like, it's okay to be on the fence about certain things, but like, when it's something so polarizing, when it's such an actual problem in the world, this is not a good take. This is a terrible take. You should care. Bro, I was playing Valorant the other day, and someone said something awful, and I was like, how can you say something like that? Like, that's so disgusting. And I was like, how can you not like care about other people? And then they were like, it doesn't affect me. And like, maybe they're just trying to be edgy, but it really scares me that there's people in the world that like can't care past the tip of their own nose. Like, that is a terrifying mindset. Like, that's so scary. You should care. Like, why don't you care? You should care. I don't understand. Like, how can you not? And even if you like, okay, maybe if you have like a personality disorder or something that maybe you struggle with empathy or something like that, and you can't change it. If you have a personality disorder or something similar that makes you have no empathy, I understand, and that's not something you get to pick or choose. But I still believe that you can understand why you should care, even if you can't physically feel that way, I feel like you should still be able, you know, like, to understand why it's not okay. Even if you're like, I don't care, but I understand why it's not okay. Because if people are suffering and stuff, I don't know. I don't understand how people can be like that. Honestly, what a piece of shit loser. There's no other thing to say. I wish I could just say, who is that? I wish I could. I wish I didn't know. One thing I wish I could be more of is like, I really do feel like young men need positive male role models. But it's so hard because young men don't find things cool and relatable unless it's certain things a lot of the time, and it's really difficult. I don't know how you tackle that. I think about it a lot. I always try and think, how could I like tailor my content a bit more towards like young men and try and have a positive impact on this world and influence and like make guys that don't feel a certain type of way or feel like they need to be a certain type of way understand that that's okay. But then I don't know how. I wish I knew how. What type of clothing do you wear most often? That's the parent's job though. Yeah, but I understand, and obviously parenting is a really big part of it and a big aspect, but there's so many reasons why a young person, or I'm sure you guys know, there's so many reasons why people might not have had the best upbringings, or like, you know, all those kind of things, or despise their parents or whatever it might be, in which case they need other people to look up to. There's just so many reasons. Yeah. But chat, like, no joke, if you guys actually had ideas on how I could make content for other platforms, not so much Twitch, because it's you can't really grow on Twitch anyway, it's not really possible. If you had ideas of content I could actually share that was like in that direction, put it in the Discord, man. Please let me know, because I'd actually love to. Okay, what type of clothing do you wear most often? Hoodies all day, every day. Loose-fitting, flowy clothing. Very pastel. Sluttiest shit on God's green earth. Wait, I don't know. Today I'm feeling a little bit slutty. Like, if I lift up my arms, my belly button is out. And I went to a cafe earlier and got a little cheeky mocha. And I realized, like, my belly button was basically out. And I was like, bro, I'm a little bit slutty today. I'm feeling a little bit slutty. Maybe they're going to notice my slutty little waist or belly button or something. But in general, my whole life, I even said it earlier in the stream, man. Like, I'm such a... Wait, misogyny? What type of clothing do you wear most often? Misogyny. What does that mean? Yeah, no. I have a I hate women t-shirt for every single day of the week. And each day of the week, I change the t-shirt. It has a different slogan for why I hate them every day of the week. Like, what is a misogyny clothing? I don't understand. Squeaks wears those. I don't know. I don't understand what that could even mean. Misogyny in clothing. Guys, I don't know why I just squirted water out my mouth onto the mic. I'm so tired, it's like I forgot how to swallow for a second. I don't understand why I don't understand what just happened. I'm so sorry if you saw that. I've never done that in my 5 years of streaming until now, so that's a world first. I'm so sorry for squirting a little bit on the mic. It's like my body was like, don't swallow that, and just rejected it. I don't know. Okay, hoodies all day, every day. Yeah, I mean, yeah, whatever. Favorite trope? There was only one bed, found family, enemies to lovers, bully to lover. What is this? What does this mean? What's a trope again? A figurative or metaphorical use of a word or expression. Perhaps it's a mistake to use tropes and parallels in this eminently unpoetic age. Wait, I don't think I understand this question. A signative skill of a person. Oh, types of a romantic story. Oh, romance storyline. Oh, shit, okay. There was only one bed. Found family. I'll be honest, I've like never read fanfic or any of that stuff. I don't know anything about this stuff. It's just, I do love a rom-com. I'll admit it. Like I've always loved a rom-com. I think they're great. My favorite type of cheesy, like, feel-good movie is a rom-com. Oh, what's the one? Wait, does that even count as a rom-com? How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days? I fucking love that film. Bullshit. Bullshit. I love rom-coms, actually. I got a lot of them that I love. What's the one with Rachel from Friends and is his name Vince Vaughn? Wedding Crashers. God, I love all those films. That sort of era. Oh, what's the one? The Breakup. That's a great one. The Knocked Up. God, there were so many. 40-Year-Old Virgin. That's technically a rom-com, right? I feel like it is. Juno is one I haven't watched, but I know people love it. Okay, so favorite trope: found family, enemies to lovers, bully to lover, miscommunication, Omegaverse, PWP, hurt into comfort, angst no comfort, fake dating, arranged marriage. Enemies to lovers. I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on there. I've got to go pee, guys. I'll be one sec. BRB. Oh, you two are such good boys, aren't you? Snoozing away. Okay. Oh, wow. Sorry, guys. Let me fix the light. It's so bright in here. Hi, Mimi. Hi, Mimi. Oh, these aren't on. Okay, what are we thinking, chat? What are we thinking on the results so far? God, I really squirted a lot of water on that. That's crazy. Which of these fanfics would you read based on the tags? Oh, for God's sake, I don't know anything about fanfics. Submissive beta? Yeah, probably. I'm not gonna lie, it probably is. Major character death, angst, hurt, no comfort, found family, terminal illness. Comfort, no hurt, sick fic, wing fic, tooth rotting fluff, idiots in love. Guys, I feel like this, this feels like a different language to me. Hi, Caitlin. Graphic depictions of violence, kidnapping, Stockholm syndrome, hurt, no comfort, suicidal ideation, strangers to lovers, tattoo flower shop, AU, Among Us, mild angst, fluff, no beta, we don't. Oh, I wouldn't read these. That's okay, great. There's a none. I should have just looked through them all. Oh, alternate universe. It'd be cool if it was Among Us, though. Oh my God, I bet there's Among Us fanfics. You're walking through a public space and you see someone beating up an innocent person. It's just you three there at the moment, and the attacker looks to be more muscular than you. What do? I step in and get beat up immediately. I ignore it and walk quickly past. I step in and try to make the attacker back off. I try telling off the attacker and run when they come towards me. I join in. This beta cuck probably deserves it. I stand there indecisively and turn around. Bro, I'm just trying to sucker punch him. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I thought someone was in immediate danger and I was the only person there that could help, I could not just walk away. I genuinely couldn't. I'm not saying I'd like try and be the hero as well. I'm not trying to like put myself in danger, but I couldn't do nothing. I would have to try and do something, I think. I step in and try to make the attacker back off. I think that's like realistically the best I could do. What do you do if you're sick and have a prior engagement? It's just a cold, I'll live. I'm sure nobody will get sick. I go and feel guilty the whole time. I stay home and reschedule. They should be thanking me for getting my germs on them. Call it off. I'd stay home and reschedule. I don't. Someone is yelling at you for something you didn't do. How do you reply? I start yelling back and insult them. I wait for them to get done and calmly explain what's going on. I start crying, beat them up and call them slurs. That is insane. Fight them. I don't reply. I just explain what's going on when they calm down, and if they won't calm down, I just leave it. I don't know. You're on the internet and have somehow managed to get yourself into an argument about something you're coming to realize you're clearly wrong about. How do you handle it? Delete your original comment so nobody realizes it was you and live in embarrassment for the rest of your life. Edit a Wikipedia page to prove them right. Block them, admit you're wrong, and apologize. I will say, one thing I pride myself on, I have no issue admitting when I'm wrong. Like, at all. At all. I will happily be proven wrong. Like, I don't... It doesn't bother me. Like, obviously, in an ideal world, it'd be nice to be able to be right all the time and know everything, but you just can't. I think I spoke about this on stream yesterday. I think it's weird when people can't admit they're wrong. It's just scary. I don't understand it. What's your opinion on Elon Musk? Massive loser. Wait, but comedy is legal now on Twitter. As long as it's hatred comedy. As long as there's a victim to the comedy, it's legal again on Twitter, on X. He's a massive loser. Your friend comes out to you. How do you respond? I am become meme. I'm gayer, not a competition. Thanks for telling me. I'm so proud of you. Laugh my ass off. Okay. You're gay? That's kind of gay. You quim? You know what I mean. Oh, you know what I mean. Isn't it so weird how we can just read these things and know what they mean? Because I've never seen you quim before. I don't know if I'd become... It's like shut your bitch ass up. You know the Saibao? Like, how do we know what that means? I just know what that means. You're gay. I don't know if I'd be comfortable with being friends with them. I already know, dumbass, affectionately. Again, I don't know. You'd probably have friends that you'd be like, I already know, dumbass. And then you'd probably have friends where you'd be like, thanks for telling me I'm proud of you. That's a tricky one. Depends on the friendship. What is your favorite genre of television books? Television or book? Oh, I like psychological thrillers the most. But that isn't actually an option here. So maybe would I go for like horror? Psychological thrillers. Sci-fi? Yeah, but most of the psychological thrillers I like aren't science fiction. I think it's closer to horror that I like, because usually the psychological thrillers I like are much more like Shutter Island and stuff. Like just human shit, like stuff that's really scary because it's just so like relatable and understandable. Rather than I'm not against sci-fi. I think sci-fi is great. It just doesn't resonate with me as much as human stuff. If you were stranded on an island and could only bring one thing, what would that thing be? A lighter, a phone, a book, a musical instrument, a gun, a Swiss Army knife. Wait, but does the phone work? Can you charge it? Obviously, it's a phone if it works and you can charge it. But you're stranded on an island, so I'm going to assume that it doesn't work and you can't use it like that, and you can just like listen to your favorite songs or something until it runs out of battery. So I think the most handy thing to have on an island would be a Swiss Army knife. Wouldn't it? Because it would make building and everything so much easier. Food, building, I think the knife, that or the lighter, yeah. But then you just got to figure out that you got to figure out that shit about making fires with a stick, man. You got to figure that out, man. I'm going Swiss Army knife for sure. I think it's got the most use. You stumbled upon a dead body laid on the side of the road. A quick glance around tells you you're alone. What do you do? Panic, call the cops and report it. Hide the body myself. Leave it there. It's not my problem. Call a friend and tell them about it. I mean, what the fuck? Hide the body myself. Like, what, you're going to commit a crime that you didn't need to commit? Like, what is that? Which aesthetic do you vibe with the most? Crowcore or gremlin core? Wait, chat. There's a whole aesthetic core built around you guys? Gremlin core? Crow core? Goblin pigeon core? Kawaii? Minimalism? Cottage core? Monochromatic? Void punk and glitch core? Dark academia? Preppy? Cyberpunk not the game? Y2K-esque? Solar punk? Scene emo punk? Goth grunge? Okay, alright, well, It's the last one, isn't it? It's just got to be the last one, man. What are you most afraid of? Rejection, abandonment, betrayal, loneliness, spiders, clowns, heights, specific person, the law, death, and its inevitability. Probably, bro, probably rejection and betrayal. Rejection and betrayal are the scariest things, I think. In fact, betrayal is probably the worst to me, I think. Probably betrayal, I think, actually. What time of day do you like the most? Oh, dawn, morning, noon, evening, dusk, twilight, night, midnight. Wait, twilight is before night? Twilight is before night, but after dusk. I think I just like midnight. I really like midnight. I like it when I've been awake for a long time and it's really quiet and there's just like no one around. It's so peaceful. But maybe that's just because I live in cities. Because if I didn't live in a city, it'd be peaceful a lot more all the time. Abandonment is both rejection and betrayal rolled into one. True, actually, though. I know what you mean. I feel like for a lot of people in chat, it's probably midnight. But then, actually, that's not true. Because so many of my viewers are NA. And I know that you guys are getting up at like 6, 7, 8 a.m. and watching the stream. And that's crazy. You're such early birds. You've just been invited to a potluck. Congratulations. What do you bring? What's a potluck? Wait, what is a potluck? How did I do that? Oh, dictionary there. One must take a chance that whatever is available will prove to be good or acceptable. He could take potluck in a town not noted for its hotels. What? Oh, it's what food you'd bring to a dinner party? Or like a gathering? Ooh. Oh, wait. I hate that I'm kind of lame and I do like taking like crisps and dips. I really love crisps and dips and I never have them unless I'm at like family gatherings. It feels like such a treat. I like bringing like nice drinks and I like bringing crisps. I like taking a side dish too, but I like crisps and dips so much, and bro, that's, yeah. You've been supplied with a whiteboard and a whiteboard marker. What is the first thing you draw? Penis Among Us, a person, a favorite fictional character, one of your friends' OCs, a flower, a heart, a big titty woman, an animal or monster, a random inanimate object. I'm so upset that the Skateress isn't on here. Like, whatever you guys would call it. The Skateress. I don't know why I call it Skateress. That's what we called it. But, like, that S that everyone drew, it's not on here. That's insane. God, it's Among Us or Penis. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna do Among Us. Text your best friend or partner or group chat right now. I'm serious. Ask them if you're a cat girl or dog girl. Doesn't matter your gender. I'm 100% serious. This quiz can wait until you get a response. Wait, you're my group chat. Chat, am I a cat girl or a dog girl? Wait, why am I a cat girl? Why is everyone saying cat girl? Surely I'm a dog girl. Oh my god, everyone's saying cat girl. I haven't even seen one dog girl. What the hell? Not a single dog? Other animal to me? What, cricket, man? Which of these images resonates with you most? Bro, this is literally the image I used as my starting soon screen when I was at Steve's house. I like this one because it reminds me of salad fingers. Bruh moment. Oh my god, Saved by the Bell. This one reminds me of Saved by the Bell and like that whole era where the bus seats and everything look like this. Pigeon. I don't know what the hell, like, I don't know what the hell that one is. Driving home, penis, angry. What the fuck is that one? Okay. Pigeon obviously has a lot of stream lore, and I also love pigeons. I love the Among Us one. I really love the Saved by the Bell one. And I love the tiny, tiny cat on the fingertip. I think I have to go Among Us, guys. I think I have to. Hi, Uwu. Now it's Mikey's turn to ask you a question. Michael Afton from Five Nights at Freddy's. What in God's name am I doing here? Where am I? Wait, what's happening? Oh, come on, Mikey. Wikey, ask the reader a question. What? Why? Back off, Mike. Author chain is mine. Jeff the Killer Girl, Author Chan is clearly a pastor like me. God, I'm so old, man. Tiki Toby, good guys. It's like we're back in 2015. I like waffles, hee hee. Author Chan, don't mind them, hee hee. They're kind of silly. Do you like me? Girl, what the fuck? Not anymore. I'm unfollowing you on Tumblr and unsubscribing. What is this? Oh, bro, I'm old as fuck, aren't I? What is this? Girl, what the fuck? Girl, what the fuck? Wow, we're at question 41 now. Really hitting big numbers here. Tell me, dear test taker, how are you feeling right now? Pretty good, not gonna lie. It's a bit boring now. This quiz sucks way too long. I'm excited to know my result. Just give me my result, man. How'd you snore based on vibes? Snork me. Honk shoe. Ah, it's gotta be me. Oh, I'm getting fucking beta, aren't I? Wait, I'm a honk shoe? Wait, chat, am I a honk shoe? I gotta go with what you guys think I am. More than what I think I am. No, you're a Mimi? Fuck, which one am I? I'm definitely not an R. When in public reading smut and fluff, can you keep your face impassive? I'm sorry, why would you read that in public? If you don't read fic in public, this won't affect your results. I don't read it in public. I'm so, like, what? Why would I want to be bricked in public, man? What? And what if someone saw me reading it? What do you mean? Like, why am I getting question marked? Isn't that why people read smart? Isn't that like the whole point? To get bricked? I think I'm a me snorer. I'm going back. Which fanfiction site do you read on? None. How is there not a none option? I've never read a fanfic in my life. What is your favorite animal? Dog, wolf. Yo, alpha. Cat, bird, cow, fox. I love cows and I love foxes. Oh. Rat, possum, raccoon, love them. Monkey, lion. Oh, I should pick lion for the results, but it's fish, snakes, dinosaurs, sheep and goats, tigers, cheetahs, etc. Okay, reason why there's so many fanfics questions is primarily the Omegaverse is primarily a fanfic trope. Oh, wait, like I don't read those, so maybe my answer, maybe this is going to be infactual if I get like Omega. I think bro, I love cows and foxes so much, but if I had to pick one, I probably would pick cow. I'm an aggressive Omega! That's basically the same as an alpha, I think. That's basically the same as an alpha, isn't it? Greetings, test taker. Take a seat. You've been diagnosed with a chronic case of aggressive Omega. It is incurable. But don't get pissed off or anything. Let me explain why you're assigned this one. An aggressive Omega are usually in denial and think they're alphas. Bro, this quiz does not know me. What is it talking about? This quiz does not know me like that. An alpha never needs to say they're an alpha. This is too real. This hurts. Because you were quick to anger and defensive. Wait, no, I'm not though. I'm actually not. You may think you're an alpha. However, that is not what defines an alpha or an omega. Control usually determines which second gender you have, and omegas hate having control of situations. They would prefer an alpha take care of them. You may have been forced to believe you don't want an alpha. You are vehemently against it. If you take a moment to really think about it, though, you do. And maybe ask for help sometimes. Most people are perfectly willing to help you, despite your fear of being vulnerable. Am I being defensive about not being defensive? No, I'm not! As an aggressive Omega, you would be qualified for solo sports like track, golf, and swimming. Please don't go near children. Please simply enjoy a calming hobby for your rampant anger issues. What? That's crazy. You are compatible with a stoic Omega, submissive Alpha, independent Omega, and a caring Beta. It's not accurate, is it, chat? Pretty much everyone in chat is saying this is so inaccurate. It's better than Beta? You really think so? It is actually really accurate. The only bit I massively disagree with is the bit where it said quick to anger and defensive. I definitely can be quick to be defensive, and I like have worked really hard on not being like that. But that's only really with like certain people that have like, you know, upset or hurt me, so I feel like that around them or something. I'm definitely not quick to anger. That's like, I'm not gonna lie, that's really inaccurate. I don't feel like I'm quick to anger. I think I'm actually a very calm person. But everything else I will say is like terrifyingly accurate. I don't know if I would say I look for an alpha in a partner though. I guess I've never thought about that. I just don't really care. So maybe that is accurate. I just don't care. Also don't know if I agree with the solo sports that much. Growing up, I played so much sports, and my favorite ones were team sports. I did play solo sports too, but I really liked playing as a team in things, so I don't know if I agree with the solo sport thing, to be honest. Like, I literally went to a sports academy, sports college. I never said I wasn't quick to anger, dog. I was literally the angry general. I do prefer solo gaming, true, yes. I love solo sport as much as I like team sport. I don't think I have a preference actually. But when it comes to gaming, I do love solo gaming. But I also love multiplayer gaming. I love like Valorant. I play Valorant off stream. I love like any game where you have to work as a team for an objective. I love that. So yeah. That was fun. That was really good. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was wildly entertaining. I'm so glad you enjoyed it.